how's it going? It's Aina. 皆さんこんにちは、Aina です。今回の動画は6月の英語スピーチまとめ動画となっております。あっという間に6月が終わったということで、なんと2023年の前半が終わったことになります。前半6ヶ月いかがお過ごしでしたでしょうか。私自身は1月はすごく気合い入れてスピーチ頑張るぞっていう感じで結構多めに上げることができたんですけれども、部署移動があったりとか忙しい日々が続く中で少しずつ英語学習できてないタイミングもあって、このまとめ動画もかなりボリュームダウンしてる時期もあったかなというふうに思うんですけれども、3月は31日間チャレンジとして1ヶ月丸々スピーチをツイッターに載せることができましたし、5月はゴールデンウィーク生配信で一緒に勉強しましょうっていう5日間を迎えました。そして今月はリスニングリーディングトイックを本当に久しぶりに受けてきたので、結構チャレンジできた半年間になったかなというふうに今改めて思っております。6月のこの1ヶ月間はそんなに多くスピーチは載せられなかったんですけれども、今月もまとめていきたいと思います。Alright, let's get started. It's been a month since I posted the previous video on Twitter. How's everything going on? I can't have been organized myself for a bit long time, and that makes me so tired. I know it's crazy.But I couldn't find a way to survive my life. I felt lost, unmotivated, short attention span, lethargic, and restless. I needed time to get my life together and feel worthy again. But I realized by spending time doing nothing, I should be tired from being my current self, who is a procrastinator.I was disappointed in myself every single night before going to bed. There are a lot of things I want to do, but I couldn't. Today either. And then I felt like that again and again. I couldn't believe in myself little by little, day by day. I don't know why, but I've been waiting for something to happen to me. But that was never gonna happen. Of course not.No wonder why I couldn't overcome difficulties for a bit long time. I spent my time talking myself down off the ledge. Now I'm getting better. I learned it's important that I believe there are better days coming again, even on hard days. And I should know that I'm the one who creates my life. A fulfilling life isn't found, but the one to be created.Where there is a will, there is a way. I'm positive. Alright, that's all for today. It's been humid and raining on and off these days. How's your June going on? I bought hydrangeas, which represent the rainy season, right? I feel like summer is getting closer to around the corner.By the way, I've been concentrating on my 2-week study, which I don't like and I don't get used to. And that makes me so tired every single day. No matter how big or small, facing challenges is always so tough, but that is a good opportunity to realize your potential for growth. Things you aren't good at or you can't do aren't your weaknesses.But room for improvement and nurturing. I don't think you need to face everything you can't do, but you can choose if you want to face it. Now it's time for me to face TOEIC study, which I avoided for a long time. There are only 2 weeks left to take the exam. I should make the final spurt for it. Alright, that's all for today.I'm gonna talk about my decision today. I want to declare it properly. I made up my mind to be on the wagon. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm going to stop drinking alcohol just for 2 months though, in July and August. Roughly speaking, there are 2 reasons. 1, I need to be ready for a full marathon in December.I finally applied for it. I finished a half marathon twice, and I'm curious about a full marathon little by little, but I'm afraid for it, to be honest. You know what? I'll never know how I feel and what happens next until I try. right? I told myself many times, just do it. So I just applied for it. I wanna reduce anxiety as much as possible until December. 2. I tried to prioritize the time I spend drinking alcohol with friends or coworkers is so special and I really like it. I never think that I waste my time. Never have, never will. But I feel like I need to prioritize from time to time. Drinking alcohol is one of the easiest ways for me to escape the reality. I don't think it's bad, but I have a bad habit of saying time flies. I'm gonna take a step back and look at myself. I've never quit drinking alcohol cold turkey. Actually, not even tried it. This is my first try in my life. I just do it and see what happens next. Alright, that's all for today. Thanks so much. Today I'm gonna talk about my grandfather. He passed away the other day. He was supposed to be 93 years old in October. He worked until several years ago, as far as I know. He had a hobby he was crazy about and did with ambitious. He always treated anyone with respect. He and my grandmother love a lot each other. You know what? I'm 100% sure his life is a fulfilling one. I'm so proud of him. When my mother passed away, it was over 20 years ago. I thought how short life is. I realized I don't have the time to take too much care of who doesn't love me, and I decided not to be afraid to be happier. I believe I deserve it. I tried looking at different perspectives, learning a lesson from my mother's death, and making use of my experience because I didn't want the time with my mother to be sad memories. What I learned from his death is one thing about life for sure. Creatures after being born are immortal, but life is always up to you. You can choose the way you live. You make choices again and again every single day, even if you don't notice that. We all have 24 hours in a day equally, and we can choose how we use it. Age is just a number, and it's never too late to try anything you've always wanted to do. When I make excuses for things I don't try because I feel insecure or so scared, I use what if many times. But the point is, I'm still alive and I have the time to take the first step or restart it from scratch. Let's dream big and work hard. You have the power to make it happen. Alright, that's all for today. Thanks so much. I took a TOEIC test and just came back home. It was for the first time in several years to take a TOEIC test. I mean listening and reading part. I took a speaking and a writing one last November or December, and I will take it again next November. I want to get a grip on my current English level. I started studying for it. I'm in a listening and a reading TOEIC test at the beginning of May, so I've been studying for about 2 months. I tried to study for at least 10 minutes every day, but I didn't do that for these 10 days for some reason. But you know what? The test is finally over, putting aside whether the result is good or bad. I feel like it's a weight lifted off my shoulders. I'm gonna keep studying for it at my own pace from now on though. And like me, I'll get some spare time due to being on the wagon, as I said in the current speech. I'm gonna study not only English but also something I'm interested in harder and harder. Alright, that's all for today. はい、ということでここまで見ていただきましてありがとうございました。 今月のスピーチではスピーチを使って問題形式の動画を作ってみたりとか、新しいことできたかなというふうに思っております。あっという間に過ぎてしまった半年間というふうに私は感じているんですが、まだ今年残り半年残っているので、新年に掲げた目標を改めて振り返りながら残り半年大切に過ごしていければと思います。Alright, that's all for today. Thanks so much for watching and see you guys in the next video. Bye!